Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First of all, I would like to express my gratitude to Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala for granting me the opportunity today to carry out this text well and correctly. I would also like to thank my examiners, Mrs. Shardah Ugra Al-Adawiyah, Mrs. Gian Pramiswara, and Mrs. Herlina Rahim, as well as my supervisors, Mrs. Andi Arninda and Mrs. Fitri Junianti for their guidance. Today, I will be presenting my seminar proposal titled The Lignification of Coconut Husk using the microwave method with alkaline solvent. In this presentation, I will cover 9 main topics, which consist of chapters 1 to 5, namely background, problem formulation, research objective, research benefits, previous studies, the research methods used, results, discussion, conclusion, and finally, suggestions. Let me begin with the first topic, background. The energy crisis is a very important issue today. The increase in human population has led to higher dependence on fossil fuels, which in turn result in the depletion of energy reserve. Therefore, alternative solutions in the form of environmentally friendly energy sources are needed, one of which is hydrogen. Hydrogen has many advantages over the fuels, including a high calorific value. This hydrogen can be produced from biomass, one of which is coconut husk. Coconut husk contains lignocellulose, which can be used as raw material for hydrogen gas production. However, the lignin content in lignocellulose can hinder the process of converting biomass into hydrogen gas. To overcome this, a delignification process is required using procurement method such as microwave method with alkaline solvent. The problem formulation in this research is how to determine the lignocellulose content in coconut husk for hydrogen gas production through procurement using the microwave method with variation in power and time. Next, the research objective. The research objective is determine the lignocellulose content in delignification process using pretreatment with the microwave method. The research benefits. For institution, it will enhance knowledge and exploration regarding the reduction of lignin in content in coconut husk during delignification on using the microwave method. For society, this research offers no knowledge on the potential of coconut husk waste, which can be utilized for hydrogen gas production. This positively impacting the reduction of environmental pollution. Next is several previous studies. Several previous studies related to this research topic have been conducted. The first study was carried out by Neheli et al. At 2024, who used areca nut waste as raw material with an acidic solvent. Although of the type of biomass and solvent are different, the method employed was similar, which is microwave-assisted extraction with varying extraction times. The second study was conducted by Junianti at 2021, who used coconut pulp as the biomass, the same material used in this research. However, the solvent and extraction method applied were different. The third study, conducted by Dewi Maya Maharani and Khulafaur Rashidin at 2018, utilized banana stem as biomass. They used natrium hydroxide as the solvent and employed the microwave method with time variation, similar to the approach proposed in this research. And last, the fourth study was carried out by Khulafaur Rashidin at 2015, also using banana stem as their biomass with the same solvent, which is natrium hydroxide, and microwave method. Additionally, this study included the power variation as one of the parameters, making it one of the most relevant reference to this similar approach the present research. Lastly, the research method. Coconut husk, which is a byproduct of coconut milk production, will first be dried under direct sunlight for 1 to 3 days to reduce the moisture content in the coconut husk. Afterward, a psychochemical pretreatment will be performed using a microwave device, utilizing different power levels and times, along with natrium hydroxide as the chemical solvent. The process aims to reduce the size of the coconut husk, increasing the surface area, which will ease the hydrolysis process. This process will be carried out with 3 variations of power and 3 variations of time. Afterward, a distillation process will be conducted, followed by testing using a scanning electron microscope. The following are the results of the conducted research. The first table presents the outcomes of the pretreatment process, while the second table shows the lignocellulose content obtained during the pretreatment stage. The second table indicates that the longer the pretreatment time, the lower in lignin and hemicellulose content, while the cellulose content increase. This suggests that the pretreatment process successfully degrades the lignin and hemicellulose, open up the coconut pulp structure, and facilitate the cellulose hydrolysis into glucose for bioethanol production. The reduction of lignin and hemicellulose is critical as they are major inhibitor in the sugar to bioethanol conversion process. The first table shows a change in the volume of distilled water before and after the pretreatment process using a pressure cooker. This change occurred due to weakening of hydrogen bonds, causing water dissociation and transforming it into an organic solvent. Same analysis support these findings. Before pretreatment, the coconut pulp surface appears dense and non-porous due to lignin content. After pretreatment, the surface becomes loose, porous, and rough, indicating the successful removal of the outer lignin layer and easing the hydrolysis process. The conclusion drawn from this research is that the delignification process of coconut pulp using physical pretreatment can accelerate the breakdown of lignin, allowing cellulose to be converted into glucose for bioethanol production. Without pretreatment, the lignin content was 4.69%. After undergoing the pretreatment process, the lignin content decreased, with the lowest level observed at a pretreatment duration of 90 minutes, resulting in a lignin content of 1.23%. It is recommended that future research use different samples to observe the lignocellulose content products with varying pretreatment durations. Alright, that's the end of my presentation. I apologize for any shortcomings. Thank you for your attention and the opportunity. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.